What's up, guys? How's it going? I know it's been a while since I made one of these videos, and I know they've been doing super well, so I probably shouldn't go wild while making these videos, but, yeah. I'll go into them more at the end of this video, because, I don't want it to be super long in the intro. But, yeah, today's project we're looking at is on Kickstarter. It's called Queer Wave Coffee Seeks Retail Coffee Space. So, let's see what it's about.
My name is Cheyenne Sochi Love. Identify as Indigenous, Two-Spirit, non-binary trans girl.
How are you a non-binary and trans at the same time? Trans girl at the same time? So non-binary means you don't have a gender, right? Or you don't, identify as any gender. So how are you a trans girl and non-binary? More importantly, trans girl. That means you were a boy before you became a trans girl. So how do you become both genders and then still claim that you're non-binary? Oh god, I'm probably gonna get dislike bombed for saying that, but even though there's nothing wrong with what he said, oh fuck, I could just read the comment section right now.
Queer Wave Coffee was started in early October. We strongly believe in creating a space for marginalized communities to connect. I've been working in coffee since 1993.
Alright, I don't really like to make jokes about people's appearances, but what the fuck is that guy's tattoos?
And started as a barista in Sacramento, California. Over 17 years of working for the same company, I learned every facet there was to know about the coffee industry. Queer Wave Coffee is dedicated to breaking down the oppressive nature of how businesses are conducted in order to survive in a capitalistic paradigm.
What the fuck does that mean? Oppressive nature? No, how the fuck is it oppressive? It is literally the opposite of oppressive, because capitalism is the opposite of communism, where the government owns all the businesses, which is oppressive because they get to control the market and the thing. Well, in capitalism, everyone gets free market and the price too. What the fuck does capitalist paradigm mean? And why is that a bad thing? Because you're wording it like it's a bad thing. Why is that a bad thing? You get free enterprise. Why is that a bad thing? In fact, you should probably be for it because you're opening a coffee shop, which I'm pretty sure falls under capitalism.
We also create a platform for QT POC folks to be seen and heard as part of our vision.
Can we hear that one again?
We also create a platform for QT POC folks.
What is a QTPOC? I'm assuming that's just an alternate word for LGBTQ or LGBT. I'm just gonna call it LGBT because it's shorter. But I've never heard that before. What does that stand for? Does it stand for? So Q. Okay, so I'm assuming Q is for queer. Which I'd never understand what to go by. I always thought queer was an insult. I guess not. But Pokemon, trans, cookies. I have no clue what that means.
There's also a space for allies and accomplices to provide support for our endeavors as a QT POC space.
Oh crap, there's an O in there. What does O stand for? Original Gangsta.
I have started a relationship with Catracha Coffee, which is a Honduran co-op located in the Santa Elena area of Honduras. We share very similar ideas in preserving our indigenous heritage.
I don't get how that's relevant unless it's some sort of indigenous coffee. I'm going to assume it is, because, it's indigenous-owned business and all that. But I don't get how the heritage is really relevant to you owning a coffee business. That's cool and all if you're indigenous. I don't have a problem with that. But, how does that have anything to do with your coffee store or your coffee manufacturing company,
Providing financial support so we can buy an espresso machine, coffee grinders, coffee brewers, a build-out in our new cafe space, marketing to reach a bigger audience.
Didn't you just go over, where all the money was going? Pretty wellly, too, may I add? I might have edited out of the video just because it was done pretty well. I tend to edit out parts of the video where there's, really nothing to say, just so I don't show the whole unedited video in its entirety. So I might just always screenshot from that. Why are you going over that again?
We need everyone's support to grow as a community.
Oh, you guys may be like, oh, what's the problem with that? They use some terms or something that may have been a little bit unclear, but this guy seems to know what he's doing. Oh my god. Wait, no, guy's a general term. I don't have to say it. So you guys may be like, oh, what's the problem? Okay, but the problem is, it's a local business, right? So unless you live in Oakland, California, you're not gonna want to. It's the same problem as the pet store I covered. We're 4 episodes in, and there's already recurring themes. So if you're like a LGBT coffee drinker, from Oakland, you might want to go to this coffee shop, right? But if you're from anywhere else on the planet, like for example, where I'm from, east of the Mississippi, you're not gonna care. Like for example, right here, like this girl here, Anna, she's like, she wants to go because she's trans, she lives in Oakland, she thinks it's a good idea because she lives in Oakland, but if she lived in Sacramento, in the same state, she's probably not gonna want to go there. I mean, maybe she can make the drive, but I mean, it's not gonna be close enough for her to just commute there to work. Too highly localized for Kickstarter to really care about it. For risk, we got continuing to support the patriarchy puts it all at risk. What is a patriarchy? I've never heard that word before this. Let me Google that real quick. A system of society or government where men hold power and women are largely excluded from that. Okay, one, that's not a real thing. There's how many countries have women leaders or have had women leaders? As the main guy in charge. I'm not even counting like second most powerful or like third most powerful, which is still pretty powerful. And more importantly, how many women business leaders are there? There's a few. In fact, I'm pretty sure one of the people in the Forbes top 15 richest people is a woman. Maybe top 10 is a woman. And on top of that, how many women have jobs and provide for their family? Because it's probably a lot. It's probably quite a bit. And you can even make the argument that it's a thing only in the United States where this is from. Because how many women senators are there? The vice president, for example, I'm pretty sure she's a woman. And before that, during the Trump administration, the controller of the Senate was a woman. The person running against Donald Trump was a woman. So yeah, it's just completely not a thing. 2, how are you supporting it? In fact, this is the opposite of supporting it. Since you were a female, and this is a female-run business, this would be the fucking opposite of supporting it. This would be harming it. For $1, you can get an acknowledgement. All right. For $50, you get stickers and a tote. No idea what a tote is. Okay, so some sort of bag. All right. That seems a little bit expensive for a sticker in a bag, but all right. Okay, for $100, you get everything you got before, and a coffee tumbler. No idea what a coffee tumbler is either. Hang on. Oh, okay, so it's one of those cool coffee mugs that looks like a thermos. Okay. Again, $100 seems like a bit much for that, but okay. For $250, you get you basically get everything you got before. I'm just gonna say the new thing you got because every single tier you get the previous stuff that you got in the other tier, which isn't common among Kickstarter projects. So I got to give them props for that. You think it'd be common, but so you get to learn how to cup with the founder Cheyenne, and Cheyenne, like she said, she has a lot of experience in the like she said, she has a lot of experiences in the coffee business. So for $500, you get your name painted on the floor of the cafe. Okay, that would be again. That's another problem with this being local. If I'm in Maine funding this, I'm never going to be able to see that unless you send me a picture of it. And if someone and I'm probably going to want to see that in person if I spend $500 on that, and it's my name on there. For $1,000, you get so you get a menu item with a name of choice, plus a roasting class with the founder. Okay, that's kind of that. Okay, that one's kind of cool. For $2,500, you get another tumbler and a French press. Again, no clue what that is. I assume if you work in the coffee business, you know what this stuff is. So, okay, so it's basically Okay, that's kind of cool, actually. It's like, again, it's $2,500, but, so basically it's like a coffee maker that you just press it just to cook it for $5,000. For a year you can get a roast. I'm assuming that's the same as the other tier, but it's year round. And for around $10,000, it's really weird for some reason. It says $990. I'm just gonna say $10,000. You can get a private party at the coffee shop, which again is a problem if you don't live in Oakland. Yeah, but those reward tiers definitely were not that bad. They definitely reward people who buy their stuff, even if it is a little bit expensive. But I mean, they do gotta. But they definitely tried. And some of the stuff is kind of cool. Albeit, only if you live in Oakland. Like I've definitely seen worse reward tiers out there. Overall, yeah, this is a girl I would want to open a coffee shop. It's just she used a whole bunch of terms that either just like weren't applicable or weren't relevant or just I completely did not understand in that pitch video and all over this project. And B, it's highly localized, so no one outside of the place where it is going to support it. But this is the person to support if you are you want a coffee shop in Oakland, I guess. Because this is the person that knows what they're doing. And the video itself was put together pretty well. At least when it comes to like editing and saying what you plan to do. Oh yeah. By the way, just want to say thank you for for all the support on these videos. I said I'd get into this later, and it's later. But these are the highest rated things on my channel. Believe it or not. They have anywhere between a 25 to 35% impression rate, which that may sound low if you're not a YouTuber, but if you are a YouTuber, you would know that that's pretty high. So you guys are really liking these, and and not only they're really successful, I'm having fun making them. But some more dedicated to my fans that didn't subscribe for this. And I just want to say, don't worry, I'm still gonna make other content other than this. It's just this is like the new series I've been doing, so I'm trying to make a lot of these. And on top of that, the reception I've gotten from doing so has been pretty decent. So see you guys.